Hey everyone, welcome back to the Freddy Frags IGTV channel. Today I'm bringing you my first impressions on the house of Parfums Quartana. Stay tuned. So I am giving you my take on the whole house. Just the first impressions. They're sitting here. I just took them out the package, which is right here. This intrigued me. It looks so cool, futuristic. It actually looks, and to me, it looked like the food that you're supposed to eat when you're in space. You know what you see on TV. And I asked, I asked the company, you know, was that their intent? And they said yes. That this reminded them of the that their intent was to make this like the ice cream out in space, the packaging for it, which I dig. I think it's pretty cool. And so let's just start off. I know I don't have too much time here on IGTV, so I am going to edit it a little bit just to cut some time in order to get all 11 scents in. So we're going to start out with Venetian Belladonna. Does that get it? Okay, so I got a couple strips here. First impressions. Interesting. It's almost like it's different from anything I've ever tried before. Let me just give it a second to, not that I need to because I don't smell alcohol. Just give it a second here to, so I get a little bit of a booziness to it, not heavy booze, so it's not like a boozy scent, but I get like a hint of booze in the background. Well, at least in the opening here. I get plum. It's a fruity vibe, and I think it's plum. It's a little floral. It almost has, it reminds me of, well, it doesn't remind me of anything particular, but there's a note in here that takes me, it's a little powdery too, that reminds me maybe a little bit of a, like Back to Black or something to that effect. It's really nice. The next one we're going to try out is Blood Flower. Yeah, this is, I don't want to say weird. It's not weird. It's interesting because I've never smelled anything like this. I get a licorice, star anise type opening. It's a little earthy. Touch floral maybe. Interesting. Very interesting. I like it. I'm not sure if I like it because it's unique or I like it because it smells that good, but it's definitely very interesting. Wow. So far I'm impressed of that. It doesn't remind me necessarily of anything particular. So the next one is going to be Midnight Datura. They do have unique fragrances so far and a unique packaging. Oh, this is nice. This is floral. Out of the ones I've smelled so far, this is probably the one that I think will gravitate more towards the female. I think it's unisex first and foremost. But this is, out of the other two that I've tried, this one leans the more feminine, but I think it's 50-50, 45-65, something like that, but it's fairly even. I would wear this. It's floral, it's sweet. God, it smells so good. Yeah, I get a sweet floral at the opening here. There's something else in the background that I can't determine what it is, but it's nice. It's very nice. They're all so far, again, unique, and I think all are fairly wearable. This one is probably the most wearable, like a daily wearable. So we have Digitalis. So my friend Gary over at No Nonsense really likes this one. I have yet to try it though, so we'll see how that goes, right? Digitalis. Oops, I missed the paper. It's a green scent for sure. Look how wet that is. It's natural smelling for sure. It's weird because it's like, it's green and fresh, right? But there's like a slight undertone of spiciness to it with a little earthy, like dirtiness to it, but it's still fresh and clean. It's like moist dirt. Like if you, I don't know, as a kid and you were playing in the dirt and grass, and you get the grassy green notes. You get wet soil, and like if you're planting something, and an undertone of spices. This is another one that's really nice. I am pleasantly surprised so far. Not that I thought they were not going to be good. I actually didn't know what to expect. From packaging alone, I knew they were going to be something different. How unique they are is appealing to me. By no means are they like uniquely disgusting, but it's so nice because they're unique. You know, they're actually pretty nice so far. And this one is Hemlock. Hemlock. Let's see what this is. I didn't look up the notes really because I want this to be as genuine as possible. If I do like any of these, hopefully I'll be able to review my favorite ones, or not my favorite ones, you know, whatever. This is just my first impressions. I am glad I got the opportunity to smell them. Ooh. I got a burst of something I liked, and then I didn't smell anything. It's weird. Like I can smell something, but it's not what I got a blast of. Woodsy. This is like the most smooth woods. The one I got the most of. There is a medicinal hinge to it, and it's sweet like a vanilla or a tonka bean or something. But it's like I mean, for the most part, this one smells to me like a woodsy vanilla or tonka bean, with a little bit of a like medicinal smell to it, but not in a bad way. It could be eucalyptus or benzoin or something like that, you know, like a mentholy. But for the most part, it's a woodsy vanilla. But they're, again, another nice one. I'll see if I'll go through them again at the end and see what my favorite is. Lily of the Valley. I would assume this one's going to be feminine, but we'll see. Lily. Oh, Lily. Fresh. First reminds me of spring. Floral. You get the Lily of the Valley, you get florals. It's like a smooth leather. Maybe not, I don't know. It's green, it's floral. I get the Lily of the Valley, but there's a little depth to it that I think it's either cashmere or leather or something to that effect. Mandrake. Again, I hope you can see these. If not, I'm gonna look like a fool. Most of these juices are clear. To be honest, I expected them to be like darker juices. not the scents themselves. Just because the packaging is colorful and bright, I expected, I guess, colorful juice. Oh, this is sweet and tarty. This, what's fun? I think this has rhubarb. I think. I was never familiar with the rhubarb scent, but lately, ever since I tried Imaginary Author's Sundrunk. This is like my 4th scent, if it has rhubarb. It has a similar tardiness to it, and sweetness. It's like a sweet tart. So I'm able to pick it up now. It's weird. I would have smelled this before and never noticed that note. But ever since that scent, I get it. This is nice. It's weird. Not weird. It's nice. It's fruity. It's sweet. It's probably the sweetest one that I've tried so far. It does also have like a fresh green undertone to it. But it's mostly, I get the rhubarb and fruity note. I don't know if it's a particular fruit like peach or something, but it is fruity. Papa Soma. Papa Soma. Let's see what this one is. Very interesting. I do like the packaging. It's different, futuristic. Papa. Ooh. I get musk, sweet, floral, and spicy. This is a sexy scent. Sexy. It smells like sex. It reminds me of something, of another scent. Oh, shit. It reminds me of another scent. Not necessarily that it smells like another scent. It smells... There's a note that reminds me of another scent with the same note, if that makes any sense. Almost like a cinnamony vibe, but it's not cinnamon, I don't think. But it goes in that realm. Oh, man. Like I said, I get sweet, sweet, sweet spice, floral, and some musk. Yeah, that was sexy. That's a night out for you. Out of all of these, that's probably the one that popped the most. The one that popped the most. Probably the most night out worthy. Like I said, it's a sexy scent. I would like to smell that on a female. I think so far they're all unisex. The Midnight Datura, I think it was. I'll go back through them. I think that's the most feminine. But so far they've all been fairly unisex. 50-50 down the line. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I keep it. This is Wolfbane. Sounds like a superhero villain. Bane and Teenage Wolf. Alright. Absinthe. I'm not a big fan of absinthe, but it's okay. This is okay so far. It's sweet. It's floral. Reminds me... This doesn't smell like it, but it took me to the same place as Tom Ford's Black Orchid. But it's not. I think this is not identical at all. This is not like. I don't think this was even anticipated or tried to smell like that, because I don't think they smell alike. But the smell of this took me to that. Again, but this is all on paper. I haven't put them on skin. Looking forward to wearing these. I do like Black Orchid in comparison to this. This isn't just as nice. It is a little different. I do like it. It's not my favorite from the house. Let's go run back through them. So the first one is Venetian Belladonna. Fruity plum. Floral. Sweet. A little powdery. The next one is blood flower. It's floral too. I guess he likes flowers. I like flowers too. I do get like a licorice vibe to that, or a star anise, one of those scents. Midnight Doradas. So far, again, it's the most feminine. It's powdery as well. I do like, so far, there's not one that I don't like. Digitalis. This is green. This is earthy and spicy. It's fresh, so it's not like a, it doesn't have too much body. It's aromatic, but it is green and natural. This is something like you would smell out in nature. That's the best way to describe that. So that would be great for, I would assume, would be spring and fall. And this is Hemlock. Hemlock seems to be the lightest. I barely smell it. But I get like a benzoin type scent. A woodsy vanilla. But that's the most, I get, it's a woodsy vanilla with a hint, just a small hint of something else, which I think is benzoin. Then this is Lily of the Valley, which I think is the second most, the second one that leans more towards the feminine side, but this is still 50-50 in my opinion. Floral for sure. A little bit of earthiness, but I get the Lily of the Valley and something that's a little dark in there, but it's not a dark scent. It's aromatic. It's perfect for spring. Mandrake again. Yeah, I get that. It's fruity, sweet, a tarty from the rhubarb, which I believe that's what I get out of here, and a small green undertone. If that sounds pretty interesting to you, I think that stands out. It pops out. And Poppy Soma. All right, so it toned down from before. It's not as sexy as when I first smelled this. It's floral, musky, and spicy. But before, it had a little stank to it, which made it sexy in my opinion. But that stank kind of went away. But it's still a nice scent. And Wolfbane, or Wolfbane. It's sweet, floral. It's almost edible, like a candy. But I smell the absinthe. So I guess it's a little boozy as well. I'm not sure which one I like the most. They're all interesting. They're all really, really nice. And they're all really unique. I think he probably went through the whole spectrum of what people would like. And there's something here for everyone. Well, that was my first impressions on Parfums Quartana. Let's see if I can I'm just going to show you this one so you can see the name of the fragrance in the house. Well, I don't think it's working, but all the information will be wherever I can put it. And, till next time, peace and stay blessed, my friends.